Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update for the day. So for Friday, happy Friday everybody. So yeah, straight over to those charts. If you guys wouldn't mind quickly smashing the like button, and we'll crack on. So Euro US dollar first. Yeah, obviously holding up pretty nicely. We'll go to the daily first here. Yes, I mean, as you can see, holding up at these highs pretty well. Getting a bit of a delay here with my computer. Being a bit slow. Obviously, you know, we had that daily 9 in yesterday. So we are potentially looking for a short trade if we basically trade or close below that daily 9. If we trade below, there's a more aggressive entry, but if we close a daily below, then a more less aggressive entry. But that's where that level is here, so that is the level for that. But obviously, whilst ever we're going onwards and upwards, it's a continuation buy, and whilst ever we take out the top of the candle, the 9 candle, then it is obviously a continuation to the upside. But yeah, all in all, it's looking very strong. We've obviously been bullish of this for a while. Nice breakout from our pennant a while back, and yeah, it just made some nice progress. Break for our horizontal, back tested it, and then more upside. So yeah, where will this stop? Nobody knows, but yeah, we're on a daily 9 as of yesterday. Yeah, potentially look for some weakness, but obviously if we don't, then we'll be looking for a double 9. We'll just have a quick look at the weekly. We don't normally look at the weekly just to see if we've got anything interesting here. No, nothing interesting TD wise on the weekly. On the 12-hour, wait for it to load up, and my computer's been quite slow today. Yeah, we had a 12-hour 9 as well, and I believe we had the 4-hour 9 too. Yeah, just here as well. We did briefly trade below that one, but pretty much got supported back up off the horizontal support level we've got there. So yeah, it's just bullish really. This is just bullish. Just look for dips to buy. Just be careful, obviously, buying at the moment with that daily and 12-hour 9. But obviously, if we trade above here, just look for continuation to the upside. Cable, over to cable now on the daily. Yeah, I mean, we've got this level on cable pushing up to. We'll just extend this horizontal over to where it came from that top there. But yeah, double tops are there to be broken. So in much like a lot of assets that we've looked at, a lot of silver currency pairs, silver, even Tesla, when it broke above its high. Yeah, once you get above these highs, these levels, just look for acceleration to the upside. So potential acceleration to the upside in this. We had the daily, caused us a bit of weakness, but as soon as we got back above it, we made progress, and now we're getting slowed down a little bit by this horizontal, but yeah, but just beware of the potential of this just to pop above and just go on an absolute tear. Nothing TD wise to slow us down either. Well, actually, that's a lie. We've got a 12-hour TD 9 here, so that can potentially slow us down. So if we break below the TD 9, the 12-hour TD 9, then at most I'd expect a pullback towards this horizontal, and then obviously if we break that horizontal, potentially lower. But well, yeah, but do I see that happening? Not the most likely scenario, in all fairness. We've got a good moving average posture on the 12-hour. Not as good as it could be, obviously, with the 200 being below. Obviously, being below. Sorry, I'll just show you again. Sorry, not as good as it could be. With the 200 sloping down, that's what I meant to say. But still they're in the correct order. Here they're not in the correct order, but obviously that you can see that 21 is making a beeline for that 200. But obviously the golden cross is a long way away. But yeah, so realistically, breaking above this level, above this 12-hour 9, continuation to the upside. Below here, maybe we're going to come back and back test this horizontal again. So just keep an eye on that one. And then the 4-hour looking a lot like an ascending triangle here. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. All bullish anyway. It's all relatively bullish in this currency pair anyway. So just watch out for that breakout. Dollar index, look at it. It's come down to our target. Look, our nice little arrow that we had drawn. So this is what happens when you take out these important horizontal levels. Double tops. Obviously in this case it's a double bottom. Double bottoms are just meant to be broken, and we got broken, and we came down to our next level, which is from all the way we're on a 4-hour chart, guys. Sorry about that. All the way from over here. That was our target. That's where this arrow has been drawn on for a while. And yeah, so basically we've reached our target. Obviously that's why, not that's why, but we are obviously then getting a bit of we're just hanging around this level a little bit, but we are below it again, and this pretty much could spell curtains for the dollar until about 89 on the dollar index. We'll go over to the daily now. Just look at that, just absolutely terrible on the daily, but fully predictable. We were saying the past couple of days, just look for the acceleration into the 9, or just a push down into the 9 at this horizontal support. This is a definite take profit zone. This is a definite speculate long zone. It's a TD9 on the daily. It's horizontal support. We are extended. I would expect a bounce from this. This is why this is where it sort of the saying double tops and double bottoms are there to be broken, because obviously you can see once we rally off it once, we then come down and take it out. So I mean, I'd expect something similar here, and maybe a bit of a rally off it and then come back and then take it out. But how high will that go? Who knows? Will it start an uptrend? Will we start going up? Who knows? All I would say is we've been short that. We would be short that. Anyone would be short that. Just this whole move. And yeah, hit the target now. So no need to stay short on a daily TD9, is there? Let's have a look at the 12-hour. 12-hour 9 as well had a bit of reaction there, and the 4-hour. I mean, we're not really going to be looking at the 4-hour. There was the 4-hour 9. We saw it play out in real time, and I said it's not really a trade I would take based off a 4-hour candle with such a strong downtrend. You do need the daily or the 12-hour realistically to give you any sort of a chance of a bounce on a literally falling out of the bed asset like this. So whilst this candle is not even halfway, oh no, sorry, the daily is more than halfway through. We've got 9 hours left of this daily. If we stay here or lower, obviously this will be the high of the candle. Clearly, you guys know that. But if we do take that out, then yeah, expect the bounce. The bounce could very, very easily target a back test. You guys know we love back tests here. Target a back test of this horizontal, at which case that would be a big selling opportunity once we actually reject from that and start to come back down for a move literally down, a literally massive move down to $89 basically, where we have got the line in, we have got the line here, $88 even. So yeah, this is what's pumping us. Interestingly, very interestingly, this is what is pumping the gold and silver markets, also giving crypto a helping hand. But it is not helping stocks, so that is interesting, because normally it does help stocks too. That is an interesting development fundamentally, not that we're going to get into too much fundamentals here, but if the weakening dollar isn't helping the stock markets and it's only really helping commodities, then what that indicates to me and the wider market is that it is just a currency, it's the onset of a currency crisis. Otherwise stock markets would just be reacting. If this was a risk on trade, then risk assets such as stocks would be going up, but they're not. And if assets obviously like risk off assets like gold and silver are going up, when we've technically got a risk on assets, gold and silver risk off assets, risk off, and then when the dollar is going down, that would normally indicate risk on. So if we've got the risk off assets going up when they should be going down, and we've got stocks going down when they should be going up, then that is telling you that this is not a risk on trade. This is we don't want dollars anymore. We're going to get rid of our dollars trade, and we don't even want to put that into stocks. So interesting move there, guys. Very interesting move. But anyway, we don't want to talk about those fundamentals. Euro pound looking strong. We've obviously been bullish of this. Yeah, looking good. I mean, it's getting a bit of rejection wicks up here on the daily. It is struggling to break above here. If it does break above here, acceleration to the upside. But if we do struggle here, then I mean potentially we're going to come and take out this low, and we're then going to come and retest this low, and we've even got the 200 daily that we could come back and back test at any time we wish. But at the moment as it stands, all moving averages 250 and 21 in the correct order, all in the correct posture. All I would say is we're quite far away from the 200. Nothing TD wise to looking at there on the daily. Nothing TD wise to look there on the 12-hour, and Not really anything either to look at on the 4 hour. Nice 4 hour 9 there that we bounced us up. Nice 4 hour 9 that resisted us down. But yeah, not much else to look at there. Relatively trading in a range. We're just looking for a breakout. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Go to the daily first. Obviously we can see this is making a move down. A bit of a swing failure pattern above this horizontal. Broke above it, sort of rejected, came down, and then we've got a slam down. We've not really got a lot of trend here. You can see the moving averages all clustering together. I mean, if anything, I would say this is going to come back and test the 200 daily, but it's easy for me to say that when we've come most of the way already. But yeah, I mean, we're taking out the 21. If we don't regain the 21, then yeah, I think this will be relatively bearish, and we may then start to see some downside in this asset, in this asset. So yeah, we did have, let me just show you quickly, we did have a sell 9 that was coming up, but we rejected before it, as you can see. And 12 hour, nothing really to read 12 hour. If anything, I would maybe not be so negative on this pair, and I would just say we tried to get back break above here, we've failed. We're probably going to come and test the bottom of this horizontal, bottom of the channel that we were previously in, and just remain in that channel. There's not necessarily a reason to say we are going to come down, and then clearly the 200 daily also supports the bottom of this channel also. So I mean, realistically, play this channel. But what you often do see in markets, we have sort of this swing failure to the upside, breakout to the upside, failed, and then we will make our way to the bottom, and then we will have the momentum potentially break down. So keep an eye on that one. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar on the daily. I mean, this is quite similar. We had the move up, we came back down. Yeah, we sort of, I mean, we've not really got out of the channel on this one on a closing basis. So realistically, we were in this channel. Nothing TD wise to look at on the daily. Nothing really TD wise to look on the 12 hour. And then the 4 hour, obviously a more zoomed in version. Look at that 4 hour 9 got us all the way back for a back test. Single-handedly got us up to a back test, and then we came straight down. 4 hour 9 there, played nicely. 4 hour 9 there, not so bad. Nice 4 hour 9 there. Got to keep an eye on these 4 hour 9s. 4 hour 9 there, look, but we didn't even trade below, close below anything, so there was no trade there. But anyway, so yeah, this, I mean, looking at this, it's just a bit of a rangy sideways moving asset, really. So based on the horizontal we're at, and the fact we are bouncing off it, potentially we're just going to move back up to the top of this range and then see if we can break through. Right, wow, US dollar, Japanese yen. Falling out of bed, guys. Losing some important levels. So we had a sell here. We had a and this is we broken through a big level here, a sell there. I mean, we're on a daily here. There's nothing. There is nothing, guys, until potentially this level here. We'll draw it on. There's nothing until here, which bear in mind I've zoomed out quite a lot. That is quite a large move, and then obviously we've got not much until here either. So yeah, I wouldn't try and catch this falling knife at the moment. Let's see if anything TD wise can help us out. I mean, this at the moment we're trading below here, but very likely before the end of the day, not very likely, I don't like saying things like that, before the end of the day this could rally back up and could be a fake out under this level, and we could be back above in this zone, and then yeah, potentially play out the zone and then drop through again. Clearly nothing TD wise is gonna help us on these time frames, but the 4 hour may well, I say may, I mean, realistically we could hit this horizontal anyway, with some acceleration into this 4 hour 9, the way things are going, and then we could bounce off there. So I would look out for 4 hour 9. Just no reason to buy this. Just it was a sell here, it was a sell again here, and just wait till something happens. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, also dropping out of bed. Let's go over to the daily. Yeah, you can see we broke below our horizontal, and now we're getting followed through. I mean, this is realistically the target. This is the target. So plenty of room to go. Nothing TD wise to help us either on the 12 hour. Nothing TD wise to help us. Sorry, on the daily, it will show us that there's nothing on this one once it decides to load back up. Nothing TD wise on the 12 hour. And are we coming into something? We are coming into something. Well, to be honest, you could say this is a bit of a level. Yeah, potential bounce round about this level off this 4-hour 9, but this is going to be picking momentum up to the downside. So again, like I did say in the other asset, I wouldn't look at a 4-hour 9 to potentially reverse this downward move that we've got going at the moment. Euro Japanese yen. Let's go over to the daily. This is obviously extended though, and was looking at a bit of a retest, and look where that retest came, guys. The daily 9, look at it. We traded below it, closed below it, trade below. Obviously we haven't closed yet, but as soon as trade below, they had our level. Take out that level, it's a sell, and this is obviously our target. There is the trade drawn on yesterday. So yeah, potentially if we take this level out, this is the target. Daily 21 the target. I mean, it's still very bullish until we break and close below the daily 21. Great moving average posture, golden cross here, 250, 21. I mean, plenty of room to come down and stay bullish. We were overextended on this daily 9. No reason not for this not to have happened. So yeah, great trade there. I believe we had the 12-hour 9 also. Yeah, 12-hour 9 also. I mean, that got you in a short even higher. So even better short there. And the 4-hour, you know what? I think we had the 4-hour 9. Yeah, 4-hour 9. I don't know whether that's higher or not, but it's roughly the same as the 12-hour. 12-hour and 4-hour 9 on a daily 9 also. Was a fantastic TD selling opportunity, guys. Sorry, also at the obviously the whatchamacallit, the horizontal resistance. Yeah, so again, I mean, I am looking for this just to get picked up by the 21 daily, and then come back around and take it out and continue to the upside. US dollar, Canadian dollar, daily 9 coming up. Are we getting front ran? Maybe. Can we hit this level? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, but would I be taking longs now? No. Would I want to be short now? No. We just got to wait for something to happen here. Either basically we've got to wait to the daily 9, print the daily 9 candle, and then look to take moves based on where that daily 9 candle is. 12-hour 9 is probably not going to get the 12-hour 9. Now we bounced off it already. I mean, we got close to this horizontal. As you can see, that's what we rallied off. So that is obviously going to affect these TDs. But yeah, I mean, we could very easily reverse from here, come back and at least test the daily 21. But just look at that 50 and that 21. Absolutely just dropping down for that 200 daily. Aussie dollar, US dollar on the daily. Daily 9 coming up. Daily 9 coming up. Oh, coming up as long as we stay around this level. If we come up much lower, we're not going to get the daily 9. But we've got this trend line. Losing this trend line as it looks like. I mean, this looks like we broke the trend line, back tested the trend line, faked above it and back below it. I mean, what would I say about this? Obviously, we're bullish. We're obviously bullish, as you can see. But maybe we want a back test of the 200 day. I mean, we broke through it, not really looked back. Not a look back far enough to the 200 day at least. We had a nice pullback off this daily 9, but yeah, we didn't really get the 200 day. So are we gonna get a bigger pullback to the 200 day? Possibly. I would say that is on the cards. There's obvious weakness even before this 12-hour daily 9 as well. Way before the daily 9. 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, this is the level really. Take out this horizontal and then this horizontal, and then yeah, I believe then we will be coming in, take out these two horizontals, then I think that will trigger a move down towards the daily 200. So yeah, not the most bullish on this one, in all fairness. I think it does need a bit of a cool off, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, very similar story, very similar story. It's like a very similar chart. It's like the same. So same analysis applies. We haven't got the TD 9 on the daily there. We must have something, otherwise I wouldn't have drawn this line. We must have a 12-hour. Did we have a 4-hour 9? Yes. I don't know why I've drawn this line. I do know why I draw this line. I drew it because this was the high here. We started to come back down, and it was like if we take out that high, go back upwards. If we don't, then it is obviously still a sell. And yeah, that's the move that we got going is to the downside. We have got the 4-hour 9 here though, so potentially going to hold price up. But yeah, it was just basically based off that high there. US dollar, Swiss franc. It is the Swiss franc that's getting whacked, isn't it? I mean, clearly even against the US dollar. Sorry, this is the US dollar getting whacked. So it's the US dollar obviously is getting whacked, as we know, because we look to the dollar index. So nothing on the daily. I mean, it's looking like nothing's going to stop us hit this level, and nothing on the TD wise and the TD daily is going to stop us smashing through that level either. Not much on the 12-hour. Yeah, there's a 12-hour 9. 12-hour 9 didn't even manage to reverse us. Incredibly bearish. Yeah, I don't think this horizontal is going to hold in this asset. Daily 4-hour 9 potentially holding us a little bit here, but like I say, don't expect a 4-hour 9 to save you from a big move like this. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's not looking good for the dollar, full stop, guys. That's basically what it is. Look, it's the dollar. The dollar is in trouble. So yeah, just look out below. US dollar Brazilian real. So whilst it doesn't look good for the dollar, we are looking worse for the Brazilian real, because the dollar's actually going up against it. So read into that what you will. But yeah, daily 200 moving up, getting pressured down. I mean, I still feel like we're just going to get trapped between these two moving averages now. We're going to play out this zone. I think we will weaken compared to the US dollar. Sorry, we will strengthen compared to the US dollar. The Brazilian real will, as in the US dollar will start to weaken more than the Brazilian real. Brazil is obviously a commodity based country, so I do feel like the actual overall global macro inflationary environment is just going to help basically commodity based currencies, also like it's helping the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar as well. But yeah, I feel like we're going to get pinned down and make our way down here towards the daily 200. So not that feelings matter. When I say I feel, I mean when I look at the chart, that's what my intuition tells me. I don't feel anything. 4-hour 9, 4-hour 9. So yeah, I mean on the basis I think we're going to come down. I mean we bounced off the 4-hour 9, fantastic. Will we sell back down to the 4-hour 9? I think so. But don't hold me to that, and remember, it's not financial advice, guys. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. We'll have it drawn on. That's what we're looking for, guys. Right, US dollar, Mexican peso. Still filling out this descending triangle, this giant descending triangle of doom. This will be an epic trade at some point. I mean, wow, this is the level. This is, to be honest, you could sell this with a target of down here right now, and you stop here, which would give you an extremely good risk to reward ratio of, I mean, let's just give it a stop there, and let's give it, sorry, I've done this the wrong way around. So how do we do it as a sell trade? Short position, here we go. Right, so sell where we are now. I mean, just give your stop a bit of leeway. I would just give yourself the leeway above this previous high here as well, just because risk reward, on a risk reward basis, we're aiming down here. So where is it? Why is it so wide? So yeah, we're looking at a 3.7 risk reward ratio. So I would say this is an excellent looking trade. I think we'll publish this to our charts. But yeah, expect the Mexican peso. Mexico's a big silver producer, guys, and it's a big oil producer. So obviously it's a bigger oil producer than it is silver producer, but I would look for this currency to be stronger than Mexican peso, which obviously is bearish for this pairing, because the Mexican peso is obviously the quote currency, not the base currency. So the US obviously dollar, which we are bearish on, it is getting a move down. I think this is realistic, guys, fully realistic. So we'll publish that as an idea, but this looks like a very nice trade. Nice descending triangle, just overall move down, bit of a retrace, then forming a descending triangle. Everything about this tells me that it's going to break down. Even the fact the 200 dailies there is a nice target as well. So obviously it doesn't have to happen. It's statistics and probabilities, clearly, but these are your statistics and probabilities, and they are in your favor. Right, so let's have a look at the 12-hour. There won't be much really on the 12-hour because we're not doing much. Maybe we've got a 4-hour 9. Maybe you want to pinpoint this sell on a 4-hour 9. No, we're not. We're just price flipping now. Yeah, just this is one of those trades, guys, that when they don't line up that often, but when they do, you just go in. Well, I can't. This is not financial advice, but you basically allocate more capital to trades that you are more sure about, and yeah, still some of them won't work, but more of them will work, and the ones that not more of them will work, but some will work. But obviously you've got a great risk reward here. Your US dollar Turkish lira, right? We're not going to spend much time on this because even on the 4 hour, it's not doing anything. Yeah, it's just not really doing anything here, guys. So yeah, I mean, I'll be looking for a breakdown. Based on a dollar weakness thesis, but until we get it, there's no trade. So that's it, guys. A bit more of an in-depth dive today. So thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll catch you guys later on today.